and something unfamiliar, something metallic and almost electric. Tyler's chest rose and fell in shallow, rapid breaths as he stared at the shape inside the craft. It had turned toward him now slowly, deliberately, as if it had always known he was there, and was simply waiting for him to notice. The creature, if that's what it was, stood motionless just beyond the glass-like material of the pod. Though the visibility was low, Tyler could make out its silhouette. Humanoid, yes, but wrong. Too tall, too narrow. Its arms hung just a little too long, and its head was elongated, the top sloping back as if built for a different kind of brain. No facial features were visible, but a pair of glowing white slits where eyes should have been pulsed once, in sync with the pod's fading lights. Tyler's instincts were screaming now. He'd encountered bear, cougar, even a wolf once. This was not that. This was something outside the food chain, something watching. He dared not move. Every sound in the forest had vanished, even the wind. The quiet was total, absolute, like he had stepped out of time. Tyler's fingers tightened around his rifle, but his brain knew better. A weapon designed for deer wasn't going to help him here. He glanced left, then right, slowly trying to find an exit route, but the undergrowth behind him now looked thicker, darker, like the forest itself was closing in. And that was when he noticed the second shape, smaller, crouching low to the ground just behind the pod. This one was partially obscured by shadow, but he could see it shift, not standing like the first, more animalistic in posture. Its limbs were longer and seemed to bend backward, like an insect's. It didn't have eyes, not that he could see, but it moved with confidence, like it didn't need to see. Tyler flinched, and a branch beneath his boot cracked. Instantly, both figures froze. The lights on the pod blinked out. Silence slammed back into place, like a trap springing shut. Tyler's skin turned cold. His breath caught. For the first time in years, he felt truly hunted. Suddenly, the clearing no longer felt like open ground. It felt like a cage. Tyler remained, crouched for a moment longer, torn between retreat and whatever primal part of him still wanted answers. He was no longer certain if what he'd seen was mechanical, biological, or some twisted mix of both. The shapes didn't move. Neither did he. But deep in his chest, his heart thundered so loudly he feared they'd hear it. He slowly, carefully, began to crawl backward into the brush, never breaking eye contact with the pod. But as he slipped, behind the branches, he stepped into something cold and wet. Looking down, he realized the soil beneath him had turned to mud fresh, like it had just been disturbed. Tyler staggered back, his foot sinking several inches into the cold mud. He looked down instinctively, expecting nothing more than a soggy boot, but what he saw turned his stomach inside out. Next to his print,